What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about some underrated makeup that no one talks about that you should know about. And it just so happens that these are all drugstore and affordable price things. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I have is my favorite eyeshadow, and it has been for several months now. This is the ColourPop Quad in the shade Cream Soda, and I don't hear anyone talking about this. Granted, I don't hear anyone talk about any of these products, so I guess that's just kind of, that's the theme of the video, obviously. I'm not joking, like this feels like absolute silk. I love their single shadows. I think their single shadows are better than what's in the palettes, but this is a lot closer to the quality of the single shadows. Like I think it's so much better than the other palettes that they have. I've been talking a lot about how I've been more into all matte looks, and just using shimmer or glitter just doesn't tickle my fancy anymore. I feel like a lot of shimmers just kind of make my eyes look more crepey and just kind of ages me a little bit. This formula of shimmer is the gold standard for me. It looks like a cream. Even if you don't wet it, like it looks like a cream shadow. This shade right here, this rose gold, like coppery bronze shade, this is the gold mine in the palette. It's the most universally flattering shade. Like I think this would look good on every single eye color, every single skin tone. Like it just glows and it just makes your eyes pop. It's not even that it's a super unique shade that hasn't been done before, but it's got the most beautiful orangey copper glitter throughout, and it just makes your eyes freaking sparkle. And this shade right here is just the most beautiful, like neutral, universal ivory champagne. Like I think this would look good on everybody. And if you're a fair or light skin tone, like this would be so beautiful on the face. The mattes are so soft and easy to work with. I will say this one's kind of useless to me because it doesn't really show up on my skin tone. So if you're super light, or if you are a deeper skin tone, you could use this as like a brow bone shade probably. But for me, I really don't get a lot of use out of it because it just doesn't really show up. So I usually I use the other three. The only problem I have with this is that it's very, very delicate. Like it's so easy to break these. This is my second one. Like the first one that I bought, it arrived broken, so I had to send it back and they sent this one to me. And this one's kind of starting to break. Like it's so fragile. It would be wise to keep this apart from your other palettes and stuff. Don't travel with this. If it gets knocked around the least little bit, it will crack and break. And also the packaging is kind of cheap on it. Like I haven't traveled with this because of that reason. The palette's already starting to break. Like the lid's already starting to kind of break away. But the quality of this is, it's almost unbeatable. The next thing I have is my favorite mascara at the moment. I tried a couple of products from number 7 that I was super impressed with, and then I decided to go back to Target and try their mascara. And oh my God. This is the number 7, the Full 360 Ultra Mascara. It's got like an hourglass shape, but it's more narrow towards the top and thicker at the base. This is seriously one of the most jet black formulas I've ever used. Like it just makes your eyes look so defined and it makes your eyes pop. And I would say its strong suit is definitely volume and thickness, but it also builds up length. Like this is the perfect balance of everything in my opinion, and it's so fast acting. Like as soon as you lay it down to your lashes, it just starts building and just giving that volume and that intensity and that length. It kind of pushes your lashes back in a way that makes your eyes look so much more open. It doesn't clump, it's very buildable, and it stays put all day long. Like it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, transfer. I cannot say enough good things about this, and I've already got another one in my collection waiting to be used when I run out of this because it's that good. But going along with that, I have another number 7 product that has reached the pinnacle of my favorites list, which I didn't expect from this. This is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Serum Concealer. I'm not happy with the shade selection at all. They have a very bare minimum shade selection. Like I think they have like fair, light, medium. They may have like a light medium. This is seriously the best formula of concealer I think I've ever tried. Like that's saying a lot because I've tried a lot of concealers. Whenever I need to trust my makeup, like if I want to make sure that I don't get creasing, I don't get fading, it doesn't look dry, crepey, this is what I go to because literally I have that much faith in it. It's like a medium buildable coverage. Like I think you can get full coverage out of it if you decide to build it up. I usually do 2 layers of this, but one is oftentimes enough for me. But it's just the most forgiving, hydrating but not overly hydrating formula. Like it just looks so beautiful and radiant under the eyes. Like it's not like a dewy finish. Like I would say it's more of like a natural satin finish, which in my opinion is the best finish. It's going to work for any skin type, whether you're dry or oily. But no matter if you are 60 years old, if you're 20 years old, like this is something that wears so well under the eyes. I usually don't ever powder this because I don't need to. It stays put all day long without creasing, without fading. It never looks dry, crepey. It doesn't age my under eyes. Like it just sits so perfectly and beautifully under the eyes. This is numero uno. So for powder, I've made it pretty clear in my past few videos that I'm not really a big setting powder person anymore. I made a video before my break talking about how I don't believe in setting your under eyes all the time. I'm gonna put that video up here if you want to check that out and just kind of see my philosophy, my new standpoint, like why I've come to that. So when I do, this is the one that I use because it is seriously the best powder I've ever used. This is the Hard Candy Chilling Wonder Powder. So it says that it's supposed to be hydrating and somehow it kind of is. Whenever you touch it to your skin, it kind of has that like chilled, like cooling effect, like especially if you use a brush. This is the most non-powdery looking powder I've ever used. Like if you are someone that doesn't like to have a super mattifying, like oil absorbing powder, this is for you. Like it mattifies, but not too much. It just makes my skin look so smooth and so blurred and just very like soft focus without looking overly mattified, without looking dry. It's just so comfortable and breathable, which is crazy to say about a powder. Like look at this, it blurs the pores and the skin, but it's undetectable. It's just seriously the gold standard powders. Next up is a bronzer. This is the Believe Beauty Sunstruck Marbleized Bronzer, and I have the shade Sunkissed Honey. Believe Beauty is sold exclusively at Dollar General, like it's Dollar General's like in-house manufactured brand. And let me tell you, you're missing out if you don't try anything from them. If you like a realistic bronze kind of effect to your face, this is it. There's very, very fine like micro particles of shimmer in here that they're not really detectable on the skin, but they're what gives that beautiful radiant sheen to the face. Like I said, that's my favorite form of bronzer. Like I'm not into this flat matte bronzer thing. Like I'll use them. Preferably I want like a satin kind of finish because I think that's what makes you look like you've actually been out in the sun. Like you've kind of got some color to your skin. Like it just looks so skin-like and it blends out like nobody's business. Like it is so easy to work with and it's so long wearing. It almost kind of looks like a cream bronzer, like because of that sheen and that like radiance to it. Like it kind of gives you that cream kind of effect and just it's beautiful. Like it's just beautiful. So moving on to a highlighter. This is another one that you can find at Dollar General, but I actually depotted mine, so I'll put up here what it actually looks like in the store. The packaging is pretty bulky, so like I kind of had a little depotting session the other day where I depotted a bunch of highlighters and bronzers and blushes just to try to condense my collection, also get more use out of things I wasn't using. It's the LA Colors highlighting powder in the shade Champagne. I took off the label and I put a little bit of it right here just so I know, you know, bare minimum what this is, but it's like $4 or $5 at the dollar store. You can find it on Amazon, at Walmart. Like I'll link all the places where you can find these products below. But this is seriously the most beautiful, like ivory neutral champagne. Like I think this is one that no matter what your skin tone is, you could probably wear this. So on its own, like dry, it looks beautiful. Like it has a beautiful glow, a beautiful sheen. But the ticket for this is to somehow wet your skin with setting spray. So what I like to do is take some setting spray on my finger and just kind of tap over my under eye area and my highlighter. Like it looks like a cream highlighter. Like this is the closest thing to a cream look with a powder highlighter that you can get. And last but not least, I have some lip liners that I just rediscovered. A while back, I was sent from Rimmel, I was sent some of their lip liners, and I was sent the shade Cappuccino, which is what it looked like right here. And it's kind of hard to find Rimmel at places now. Like you can find them at Kroger and I think like Meijer, but the selling of Rimmel is not as broad as what they used to be. Like I feel like they're kind of, I don't want to say dying away, but they're kind of dying away. So I should probably tell you what these are now. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner. So yeah, I found it on Amazon the other day and I was so excited. So I did get a backup of Cappuccino and it looks the exact same as the other one that I have. So there's what that looks like. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just it's a really unique, like 90s grayish, plummy kind of color. And you would think that that wouldn't work out unless you're a deeper skin tone, but it just kind of contours your lips. And it's one of those shades that works well with multiple different tones, especially nudes and mauves. It's beautiful. I also picked up this shade called 90s Nude, and this has become my favorite lip liner. It's just such a universally flattering shade. And again, it's one of those that will work with so many different tones, pinks, mauves, berry tones. And the formula on these is so pigmented and creamy. They don't tug. They're super easy to glide onto the lips and they last a really long time. I'm wearing 90s Nude right now. So yeah, these are between $4 and $6 on Amazon. And I believe that is all we're talking about today. And let me tell you, my list of underrated products is very long. So if you guys do enjoy these types of videos and if you want to see more, then make sure you like this video and also comment below hashtag underrated. And also in the comment section, let me know 2 of your favorite like hidden gem underrated products that no one else talks about and it just seems like no one else knows about it. So yeah, drop it down there. But here's a couple of things for you to check out next. You can just venture around the channel and make yourself at home. My channel is focused on drugstore and affordable beauty, so if you like that kind of stuff, you're in the right place. Subscribe if you're not already and turn the notification bell on to always see my stuff because you never know when I'm going to upload nowadays. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.